We're a minute 15 away from the start of race number 7.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, that's 1 minute to go before the start of race number 7. We are here in Townsville, enjoying life. Looks like Joey and James and Marvin are looking at the pin. They're not looking at the pin necessarily, but they're coming in towards the fleet on a port tack approach. Classic sailing move. Marvin's been boning up apparently, and I see Ben Morris and Jack, the sailor over there, trying to get ready. Yeah, I got to grab my individual for a port tack approach. He might even be going for a port tack start. Who knows? So I'm going to put my whistle in my mouth this time so I can go a little bit quicker on that blow. All right, Marvin just tacks in front of the whole fleet. Nice port tack approach by him. Ben Morris and Jack's coming in for a port tack start. But he's not going to be on the line. 2, 1. All clear, all clear, all clear. So Maxime came barging a little bit. Ooh, there's a wipeout. That was Jalen. Maxime came barging in and clipped Nico's wing. Nico yells protest, but Maxime, in clipping his wing on his bridle, ended up folding it over and having to reinflate his kite. So we understand in the last race, our buddy Torver Mirsky, he was out there, not sure exactly what happened, but he had to eject, and his kite was blowing down the course, and we had to go find him, and we just got him back to the beach. So Torver fans, he's going to be sitting this race out, and the last race he got that did not finish because of some sort of an equipment malfunction. But they're off. Everyone was pretty well stood off of that line. I think everyone got the memo that Taggart was over in that last race, and they kind of sat back a little bit. But the distribution down the line was okay. I think if I made an adjustment, might drop back a little bit on this boat. Drop the chain back. We'll see what happens. But in that last race, the course seemed pretty good. I mean, it was fair. It wasn't anything majorly broken. A lot of people took the right-hand turn at the gate. I would say right now, everything's set to just about perfect. We're lucking out with these conditions, and we're lucking out with our friends here at Townsville Sailing Club, because everyone knows what the hell they're doing, and we get this thing set up. We got a couple other new guys on the boat today. We've got Andrew Hansen and Jason Kane, both the boys, and Jason's. You're a Melbourne guy, aren't you, Jason? Adelaide. Andrew's a Perth guy. Learning today about the Perth Kite Club. That sounds like a pretty interesting place. I guess there are about 30 riders there out at Perth Kite Club. They're going through their second and third and even fourth generation of equipment that's getting passed down through the ranks. And I understand there's some formula racing there as well. They've got a nice setup right down on the beach. Partner with a local club. They have weekly series racing on in the summertime. Sounds like a great group of guys. Like to say what's up to y'all. Not sure if you're watching us or training. Probably a little bit of both, but we'd sure love to see you here next year, and I'd love to see you out on the international circuit. So it looks like that was halfway up the course, Maxime tacking right in the middle of the course, and I think that means Maxime just did a circle. So that's the kind of reaction I like to see from a protest. Now, you know, technically, he probably should have done his circle earlier. I think that's what he just did, was his circle. But to exonerate yourself on the water is what we like to see. And You know, these guys, these French guys, are very competitive with each other at this point in the stage of the game, and certainly like to see them behave in that way. That's great. So up on the top left, we've got, I mean, we've got what looks like to, I think, we've got Julian and Joey right next to each other with those two orange and black F1 kites. I think Johnny's in the mix right up there. On their hip. Oh no, Johnny's poked on the right-hand side with Parlier. They're both getting ready to tack on the right-hand side, both tacking on ley line. Whoobam, that's kiteboarding synchronicity. Johnny Heineken tacks right around the top mark with Nico Parlier. Ba-boom. And then it looks like either Joey or Julian coming in right now, putting their kite up for the tack. Ricardo, and I think that's Axel Mazzella up there as well on that blue kite. It's either, no, Axel's on pink, Ollie's on blue. So Ollie throwing down a nice beat. Ollie Bridge looking to turn it on as this event moves on. He's getting his legs stretched out. He's a young buck. Certainly, I think by all accounts, the best Formula kiteboarder in the world for the past couple years. Had some tough luck at the World Championships. But he was out here training the other day, I guess, during the Australian Nationals. All right, where was it? Someone was telling me that he was out on a race board, and all the boys were running around doing some training on their foils, and all he was doing his best just to keep right up with them. And I think he was barking at him right behind him on his formula board. So the guy's got speed. The guy's got talent. He's young, he's strong, he's smart. Comes from a great, kite lineage, kite culture up there in, on the coast of England. So Johnny and Nico are coming in. Johnny is on the low road. He jived a little early, and Nico's parking it hard on the sweet angle. I mean, he is parked, and Johnny's soaking and stroking.
Johnny's like, soaked. He's got no pressure there, too.
No, and Nico's just rip shit right now. All right, so let's see what happens here. These two are very competitive with each other. Ozone teammates, and this is a battle. I mean, they're pretty much on all the same equipment. That's a good look, but Johnny's definitely in control. So I think this... I think what we've got is Ollie, Axel, and Ricky all coming into the leeward mark together right behind.
Yeah, Ollie in third.
Right behind Johnny and Nico. Johnny and Nico are definitely punched out though. They've got a comfortable 10, 15 second lead at this point. And they are right at each other. And then that would be Joey, I believe, and Maxime and Julian right next to each other behind the pack of Axel, Ollie, and Ricky. Ricky's going to be happy about this race. Ollie's going to be happy about this race. Here we go. We're mixing it up here. Mixing it up out here in the Hydrofoil fleet. We've got new leaders. We've got, well, the same leader, but we've got a new pack right behind that leader. Ollie's looking real strong.
Axel.
Looking fresh. Ollie, Ricky, Axel, Joey, Julian, Maxime with the deep one. And then this is going to be Florian right behind them. So they're all trucking out to the right-hand side. Everyone in line, ripping along. That is a beautiful shot. We're pretty lucky to have this front row seat. Ladies and gentlemen, I encourage you, if you're watching at home, maybe next year, start looking now, buy your plane ticket, and get this front row view on the race course that you want, that you need. You got to have.
Is that then Matt Taggart?
Is that Taggart right behind Adrian Geislinger? So Geislinger and Taggart having a little bit of a battle. Taggart's bobbling. Come on, man. And then right behind them, that is going to be Benjamin Petit and Peter Mueller and Erica Heineken right behind Peter Mueller. Erica's got that little green kite. Little green kite that could over there. That thing's tiny. She's ripping.
Going fast.
And then here comes Marv and Jalen. Right after each other. These guys. Fly surfer kites. Little private battle, exactly.
Jalen's got him.
Jalen's right in front of Marv. He's dragging his hand to make the turn happen. Here comes Marv. Both drop their kites, both around the bottom mark. Now that's the kind of fun we're talking about. Those two are going to be laughing about that moment later today. Over beers and burgers.
Robbie's in a good position.
So like I was saying, Jalen takes a little bobble, stacks, but stays in front of Marvin, but he loses a little bit of lateral. And now Marvin's got a little bit of leverage on him up on his hip. So like I was saying, get those front row seats to these events in the coming months. There's going to be some good stuff coming up in Cartagena. The Hydrofoil Festival down there. Racing is December 2nd through the 6th. Myself and Jessica Barheit will be there as race officials. Alvaro Cadena and Annie Montoya are the organizers out there with Columbia Kite. I know we've got the Colombian Tourism Board behind them. Of course, we got the awesome crew. So Money, they don't even know they're So Money. With Simon Velez and all the gang out there. Looking forward to seeing everybody. And a lot of these guys are booking up their tickets now to make it to that event. So check it out, Hydrofoil Festival, December 2nd through the 6th in Cartagena, Colombia.
This is Lucky Locks coming around.
That's Lucky Locks coming around the bottom. After the first of the year, we have the Lord of the Wind event, the Hydrofoil North American Championship, run by the folks down in Los Barriles in Baja California, Mexico. We're looking forward to that event, and right after that, we're going to have the La Ventana Wind Fest in Baja California. Right before both of those events is the La Ventana Classic, so a 3-event stint down in Baja California. Book your tickets for that. Stay for 3 weeks. Enjoy some tacos y cervezas. And February, the San Juan Foil Cup. I need to know about some European events. There must be European events being run during that. I guess it is winter time after all, but February we got the San Juan Foil Cup in San Juan, Puerto Rico. Nick Leeson and the boys at Lyft are the organizers of that bad boy. And they do a fantastic job. Last year, Nico Parlier was the champion. This year, I think we're going to see a few more competitors at the event. Certainly going to miss our friend David Sawero, who was with us last year at the San Juan Foil Cup. David suffered a really unfortunate thing, and we lost him to a meningitis type disease after a bug bite, I think. But give our shouts out to David. Anyway, I'm sure he's looking down at this hydrofoil racing and enjoying it from wherever he is. Nico Parlier and Johnny Heineken coming in for the last downwinder. Looks like Johnny legged out on Nico on that second beat. Johnny's coming low and doing his early jibe, soak move. Nico might actually be crossing pretty close behind him.
Yeah, got you there. Course, go ahead.
Nico crosses right behind him. So our cameraman is approaching the boat out here. We've got all kinds of fun. We've got cameras everywhere. We got drones in the sky. We got guys in wetsuits holding cameras. We got florists at the top holding the camera. Love it. Appreciate all the coverage. Steve McCormick is somewhere out here with a sweet camera, flicking some shots off. Steve from Ozone Kites, Australia. So here comes Johnny. Feeling comfy. Man, it is wavy out there. He is bouncing up and down. A lot of guys were talking about that long mast last night and what the move is. And, just keep those freaking wings in the water. That's what they got to do. Wow, that's a good look from Johnny on starboard jibe, smoking into the finish line. Here he comes, Johnny Heineken, keep racking up those bullets. Johnny Heineken with another race win. Just under 14 minutes target time. He just let out a big old hoot and a big breath and said, "Aye, gee wait." Here comes Nico Parlier on port jibe into the finish. Oh, dude, this guy's in the water with a camera. Zip, 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 zip. Okay, 15 is protesting number 2 in that race. Great. So here comes Ollie Bridge into the finish for a 3rd place. A tight one between Axel Mazzella and Joey Pasquale. Axel Mazzella, Joey Pasquale, with Ollie Bridge right in front of them. Here comes Maxime Nocher, number 2. So it was Johnny, Nico, Ollie, 79, yeah. Ricardo. And did you get Axel in that group too?
I've got 15, 79, 17, 104, and 2.
That's correct. You got them all. Yeah, and then Ricky.
And then you got Julian Koenig.
Then Julian, number 4.
Mate, that'll be 9 finishes. I've got 8 finishes. You'll have another 9 in there.
Come on, swim out.
18.
18. Jeez, that's big keen.
All right, so that's race number 7.
I've got 9 finishes now.
We're hanging out on the committee boat. We'll figure out those results in just a minute, and we'll get back to you, home audience, for the next race in just a few minutes. Stay tuned.